Hello everyone, today I'll show you how to port sounds from Need for Speed World, Undercover, Pro Street to Most Wanted Carbon or Underground 2 if you know what you're doing. Now for Underground 2, I have a tutorial linked in the description from my good friend Random Internet Person. He made a tutorial on how to do that, so I'll show you. So I'll link it in the description. My tutorial is for Need for Speed, Most Wanted and Carbon. The process is pretty much the same, so don't worry about it. Now, first thing is download this, all new TMX files to Gin. Now, this is very important. You need these if you want to port stuff from World, Pro Street, and Undercover. Unless you want to go to the trouble of actually porting the stuff. So just download this. Again, I'll have a link in the description. It was made by Rat, so credit where credit is due. That's where it should go. Anyway, let's not talk about the precursor, let's actually get into the stuff. So we're gonna port the Diablo lam underscore dia underscore b, which is from World. Basically, this CAR-212. Which one's the more aggressive? This is the more aggressive one. This is the one we're gonna port. So as you can tell in the archive that you extracted, as you can tell, we have a WAV file, so you can listen to what it is as a WAV file. You have a TXT which has all the RPM values, and you also have the gene file. So what you want to do is go into Sound Engine and then just paste your thing here. So in this case, card 212. Which one's the copy? This one. Oops. Do this. Now it's over in your installation. You can also put the it isn't required, but for this situation I'm gonna give it a go. If it doesn't work like how it usually happens, then it's just not gonna work, I guess. That's not exactly a problem in my opinion. Anyway, now that you have the files in there, go into VOTED. I'm just gonna scroll to my folder here with all of my Need for Speed mods and shit. Then start your VOTED as admin, as you should. Don't pay attention to this. Now, since this is my regular installation of Most Wanted, I'm gonna go to this one, which is my regular Most Wanted installation. I was gonna do some stuff in Pepeo mod, but we won't talk about that. Anyway, copy a sound that's gonna be used for your thing. Let's say in this case it makes sense for Lamborghini Diablo, LAM underscore Diablo in this case. So copy at least that's what I do. I copy and then I paste it in here. I'm gonna give it B, so that's obvious it's the one from Worlds. Then what you wanna do is take the ASL sound and put it in file name underscore Jinsu ASL, and same for the DCell, except for the DCell value, which is the same except it's file name Jinsu DCell. Now don't mess around with too many values here, or at least I am gonna say that. A lot of them are just related to fade in and shit and stuff like that, which most people don't even care about or really are interested in any way. In the case of the AMS, I'm actually gonna make it very prominent. I want it to be heard, hopefully. I don't know if it's gonna be heard. I'm gonna keep the values the same for the volume. This thing's not gonna require turning up the volumes, really. Unlike, let's say, a sound from Need for Speed 2015, Payback, or Heat. They require actually a volume increase because they're not loud enough. So just enter your RPM values in here. Doesn't matter if they're decimals or not, just enter them. So with that, they should sound fine in the game. Then you go to DSO max and minimum RPM and then choose this. Now just so you know, you cannot enter precise numbers here, so you're gonna have to do stuff like, you're gonna have to make a lower number in this case. Let's say 1734 for the minimum RPM. That's how it has to be because it doesn't take decimals. So the 0.5 here is useless because the game just doesn't, the VOTED doesn't accept you doing that. And with that should basically be it. Like, if there's something wrong, you can always check. But if everything matches, you can then just go to PV Echo and go to any car and just put it on anything. In this case, I'm gonna put it on the Murcielago. It's one of the only cars that I didn't actually change at all in my mod, but now it's gonna have Diablo B just for this purpose. So now I'm gonna go. Now we're gonna then just press save in VLTL. Obviously, you can now close the TXT files, and then you can keep VLTL open just in case to make sure everything is fine, and then you can just start up Most Wanted. Okay, so when you're in game, just go to quick race, customize circuit, and you can choose your car. In the scenario of a car having one single sound, it's very nice, very easy. You just go to start, do whatever. If not, just add it to your my cars or whatever, and just give it upgrades. Now let's just drive and see if it actually makes a sound. It should. Question is. Doesn't seem to have. It's a D-cell playing, which is kind of stupid. I had this problem with Most Wanted. In Underground 2 works perfectly fine for the most part, but in this case it just doesn't want to play. Anyway, let's give it a go. Basically it. As you can tell, it works perfectly fine and it should work. If it doesn't work, just check it out. If it still doesn't properly work, then that's gonna be weird, but overall this should be it. That's basically it. There's nothing else to it. As you can tell, the sound works perfectly, and that's how it should be. Again, as I said, if something doesn't actually seem to work fine, make sure the node you've entered is actually there. Like, make sure you've actually entered the node correctly. Of course, as I said, it's just easier to copy a certain node and just rename it. That's just much simpler to do than to actually make new nodes. Like, it's such a pain to make new nodes. It's just much better to copy existing ones. Anyway, enough of me rambling. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!